Good afternoon. Again, we're calling the Committee on Seniors and Veterans Affairs to order. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Kinlock. Commissioner Killeen. Commissioner Baker McCormick. Commissioner Kniezek. Chair Scott.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. We will excuse Commissioner Kinlock. He had to go to another meeting. Okay, Madam Clerk.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none at this time. Thank you.
C, approval of the June 15, 2022 meeting minutes and approval of the August 10, 2022 meeting minutes.
And I have a motion for the minutes, please.
Move the approval of both sets of minutes, Madam Chair.
Support. It's been moved by Commissioner Killeen and supported by Commissioner Monique Baker McCormick. All in favor? Any opposes? Hearing none. Minutes will be approved. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 1, under new business, requesting commission approval of a 3-year contract with the Senior Alliance.
Okay, I believe that we have the director on Zoom.
Yes, Commissioner, this is Joan Sabrakis, Division Director, Wayne County Senior Services. Thank you for allowing me to Zoom while I'm on vacation.
Oh, certainly. I'm just glad you were able to come on.
You bet. Wouldn't miss it.
Okay, you want to just give us a little information on it, this item?
Yes, thank you. We submitted a proposal for the grant with the Senior Alliance for the upcoming 3 years, and we're awarded the contract, which is our funding source for Wayne County Senior Services, specifically the Meals on Wheels program. This contract begins October 1st, 2022 and continues through September 30th, 2025.
Thank you so much. Is there any questions from anyone on the committee on this? Any questions? We're hearing none. Then thank you, Joan, so much for being here. We will take a motion, a vote then.
Move to approve this contract, Madam Chair.
It's been moved by Commissioner Killeen, supported by Commissioner McCormick. Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Killeen.
Aye.
Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Yes.
Commissioner Kniezek. Chair Scott.
Yes. Motion carries. Next item.
Item 2, discussion with Randy Walker, Director of Health, Human and Veteran Services Department, Veteran Services Division, on recent Veteran Services Division's activities.
Thank you so much, Mr. Randy Walker, for coming again.
Just a brief update of what's been going on in Veteran Services since I started on June 1st. We added another social service specialist to help handle the caseload veterans coming in. That individual started on August 8th. Currently, I'm interviewing for an office manager that's been vacant for 8 years. We sent out letters to mayors, VFW halls, American Legions, post informing them of the services that we provide to get the word out. We posted on the Wayne County Facebook page about the $1,000 burial reimbursement for deceased veterans and or their spouses. And I'm looking into a satellite office to serve Western Wayne County communities 2 days a week, like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's in the progress right now. Our community outreach, the last couple months, we attended the Roaring Thunder Wounded Charity Ride in Dearborn Heights and Romulus, spoke with veterans at the Livonia VFW post, attended Chair Bell's legislative picnic in Hines Park. We spoke with veterans at Westland VFW Hall. We went to Detroit's Senior Fun Day. We attended the Veteran Resource Fair in Taylor, and we spoke with veterans at the American Legion in Dearborn. Just in the month of August, our office received 307 phone calls, 73 in-person contacts to our office, and 4 veterans contacted us by email. In August alone, we gave out $81,307 to eligible veterans for financial assistance for various reasons such as utilities, burial, furniture, rent, car repairs, hot water tank, and others. Our goal is to help any veteran in Wayne County so that they can meet their basic needs. So we're moving right along. Veterans are coming in, and we're helping wherever we can. That's just an update. I wanted to bring you guys up to speed a little bit, but we are building up our staff.
Well, it sounds fantastic what you've done already in just a short time. So thank you so much for this report.
Thank you for having
Does
me.
anyone have any questions? All right, Commissioner Kniezek.
Thanks, Madam Chair. First, I'll just say to Randy and his growing staff, thanks for your hard work, because as we know, I think you kind of heard it in the numbers, right? Like, this is not a population that is sending off texts or shooting off. You have to really go out and into the community, connect with people face to face. And it really sounds like you're rolling up your sleeves and getting out there and doing that work. And I know that that's a lot, and it takes you away from home, and it's after hours. And so kudos to you and your team. I was curious on the funding side of things, and maybe it doesn't have to be in this conversation. Maybe it can be a follow-up. Years ago, when I was in the legislature, the state had made changes to how money was given out to counties and veteran service agencies, changes to the matching dollars, the same way that the state pulls down matching funds from the federal government. I think it works similarly with the county and the state on the veterans piece, but I don't have a ton of clarity on that. So could you talk a little bit about the funding side of things? Are there needs that we need to be thinking about? Are there challenges, opportunities, or threats, I guess, on the horizon that we should be thinking about? And if that's something we can take offline, we can do that too, Madam Chair. I don't want to blindside Randy with a heavy financial question. So
We get our $2 million from the soldier and sailor funds every year through a tax, the Wayne County tax to the residents. What I'm trying to get is a grant from the county Veteran Services Fund. That's $347,000 to give out to peacetime and wartime veterans. It started in 2017 and 18, and your budget to be eligible for that grant, your budget has to be the same or more than it was when they started the grant in 2017. Well, before I got here, they lowered our budget for salaries or something before I got here. So we fell $10,222 short. So in order to get this county veterans a grant from the state, I have to get $10,222 added to my budget, which is in the process. Director Jordan's working on that. And once we get that $10,222, then we'll receive this county grant from the state of Michigan. And that's another $347,000 we'll be able to give away to veterans in need for fiscal year 23.
you took the words out of my mouth, because I was going to ask about, work that's already in place then to try and make sure that we meet those dollars and can draw down the additional from the state. But I heard you say Director Jordan's working on that already. So
Yeah.
I'll just make sure that, we find some time to follow up with her and identify ways that we can continue to be helpful to you
Yeah.
and the
We've
veterans
already
across the
applied for it
county.
and they informed us, you're not eligible. You need to up your budget to match what it was in 2017 when they started that grant. And that's in their bylaws that you have to maintain that budget to be eligible, and we fell below. So we're trying to kick our budget back up and get that money so we can give it out to our veterans.
Hey, what kind of staff do you have? How many is on your staff?
Right now, I have 2 social service specialists, 1 supervisor, and myself.
Okay, are any of these new employees?
Well, the one I just got was actually a transfer from the prosecutor's office. He used to be at Veteran Services as a social service specialist, and he transferred a few years back to prosecutor's office and decided he wanted to come back. So when I was trying to fill the spot, they said, "Oh, you got to take a transfer first," and he's working out great due to the union rules and everything else. So, but he's doing fantastic.
And now you're requesting one more person?
I'm trying to get an
You have the
office manager.
funding for them?
Yeah, we have the funding. It's just trying to get an office manager.
Okay, all right, thank you. Commissioner McCormick?
Thank you, Madam Chair. To the point that Commissioner Kniezek was addressing in the grant funds, I did speak to Director Jordan about that, and she is definitely
Oh, yeah.
working on getting that adjustment. We have to do a budget adjustment.
Right.
And so just wanted to let you know, and Commissioner Kniezek, that it is being worked on as we speak, literally.
that.
Yes. Also, for the job postings that you have, the office managers, when you're going to various posts and talking to veterans in the community, are you also sharing the information about job opportunities? that
Yes,
we
we
have?
try to hire veterans when we can.
Okay,
you know.
so that's part of what
Yeah,
you do. when you-
absolutely.
Okay, great, great.
Absolutely.
All right, that's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Killeen?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Does your request for assistance from Wayne County veterans outstrip your budget right now? And I'm also thinking of, we get the budget adjustment, we get this additional 300,000 plus. Do you have the resources to currently respond to all of the requests that you get for support of veterans?
Yes, right now we do. Sometimes it gets a little thin, but we want to get out, like I said, to Western Wayne County. Because you got to remember, the veterans that we're helping are in financial hardship. So if a veteran, most of the ones we service are here in Detroit. But if you live out in Canton, Westland, Plymouth, and you're hurting, you got to drive to Detroit, you got to pay for parking, you got to come up to see us. And if we can do a satellite office out there where it doesn't cost them nothing to park and it's closer for them, we're just trying to make it easier for veterans to get to us.
Yeah, and perhaps with that difficulty, you don't get as many requests as you might.
Right.
But that's going to be a budgetary impact on you, right, to open a satellite office?
No, I plan on, because first off, I have to get the word out. They're not going to know that we're out there. Radio ads or whatever, when I have money in the budget for that. But I was going to start off with just Tuesdays and Thursdays. So one of my staff would drive out there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the other staff will be here on Monroe Street. And the rest of the days, that person will come to the office as well. So we'll start off with Tuesdays and Thursdays to see, what kind of foot traffic we're getting. If we need to increase it, or if it's not working out, we can stop it. But the main thing is, once we start, is getting the word out that we're out there so they can come to the satellite center. So it's going to need a lot of advertisement and, to get the word out.
One thing and hopefully that does reach more people, but one thing I have been concerned about is under the Soldiers and Sailors Relief Fund, we levy a minuscule amount of money in this county to generate. What do you get annually from the soldiers?
2 million for soldier and sailor.
Yeah.
And
That's like a 0.002 or something levy. I mean, it's next to nothing.
right, and that's
And it hasn't changed in forever.
only for wartime veterans, the soldier and sailors. We're this county one that I'm trying to get
Right.
services, peacetime and wartime. So we can help out the peacetime veterans if we get this grant.
Well, I'll be interested in further reports from you. I'm concerned that we underfund this.
Mhm.
So I'll be looking for your leadership from that to respond to what the true need is out there, including if we need to levy a couple of more bucks in the Soldier Sailors Relief Fund. So just want to hear about that from you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Thank you. In this Camp Lejeune, have you discussed that with any of?
No, it's been, we haven't got that word out yet, but the burn pits, we've talked about that. And they passed the law, as you know, to give additional medical care to the veterans that, you know, breathe the toxic fumes from the burn pits. But the Camp Lejeune, that's just coming out. It's all over the TV. I mean, I think the word's getting out about that.
Well, it is, but I just think
Yeah.
that you may need to say something too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Because that was devastating. They started about 20 years ago talking about it, but it didn't go anywhere. But I believe it is this time, so,
I believe it is too.
all right. And that's a good thing. I know my brother was at Camp Lejeune and he's passed away now from cancer. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. You have done a great job so far. And just keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you.
And,
Thank you for having me today.
Yes, and also you may want to send us some information that we can put in our newsletters and stuff.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
All right, we'll be glad to do that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mhm. Madam Clerk?
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
There is none.
Public comments.
Anyone in the public, anyone in the audience wishes to speak? Or anyone that is on Zoom, if you wish to speak? Anyone wishing to speak? Have we had any letters,
No
Madam
emails.
Clerk?
No emails.
Okay. All right, next item, please.
Adjournment.
A motion, please.